Welcome, everybody, to It Tastes Different Gaming News. What's on the news today? Major Nelson, Larry Hryb, is leaving Xbox. All right, before we get into it, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit those notifications, and let's get into this. And before I do start, also, we did not call each other to dress. It just happened to be this way. It's because we've got great goddamn taste. All right. So, a little bit of sad news in the world of gaming. Major Nelson, Larry Hryb, is leaving Xbox after 20 years. I've always liked his stuff. I've always liked his little what's on Xbox this week kind of stuff, and his little videos. He's always just been a part of Xbox. I mean, he's literally just there. I think of Xbox. I don't think of Bill Gates. I think of Larry Hryb. So Larry Hryb has announced he's going to step away after spending 2 decades. That's a long time with Microsoft. He says on Twitter, after 20 incredible years, I have decided to take a step back and work on the next chapter of my career. As I take a moment and think about all we have done together, I want to thank the millions of gamers around the world who have included me as part of their lives. He continued, also, thanks to the Xbox team members for trusting me to have a direct dialogue with our customers. The future is bright for Xbox, and as a gamer, I'm excited to see the evolution. Hryb also mentioned that the official Xbox podcast is going to be paused for the summer and we'll be back with a new format later. Just to kind of run through his history here, just because I really like the guy. Hryb started at Microsoft 2001 as the editor-in-chief of MSN Music. That was a thing. Becoming senior project manager on the Xbox team in 2003.
That was a thing as well.
I remember that was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
there was a lot of things at Microsoft that were a thing that are no longer.
But he became a senior manager on the Xbox team in 2003. He contributed to many of the features on the 360, Xbox Live, including the achievement system, cloud saves, party chat, in-game messaging. And then in 2012, Hryb became the senior director of corporate communications. His executive personality name and gamertag, Major Nelson, is from the I Dream of Jeannie show. For us really old bastards, it was a TV show about a genie and a NASA dude who, he's a pervert. The FTC, the announcement that he was leaving, is kind of heartening to me and people who watched him over the years. It's sad. He is a staple. And, I didn't realize I thought he was always more figured, just kind of a figure for Xbox, an odd figure to choose, but he was a good figure. I didn't realize he had contributed so much to the Xbox. We all love the achievements, party chat. We use it, me and Nick, pretty much damn near every day for the last God knows how many years. And it's sad to see him go, but we do wish him the best. We hope that wherever his career is going to take him, he has a good time with it. So, Nick, what do you think? I probably like Larry more than you do, but let me know. Do you like Larry? I like Larry.
Larry's fine. I used to watch was it on the 360 or the Xbox One that had This Week with Larry? That it would have the video on there and you could watch it like off the dashboard.
That started on the 360.
Yeah, so I would watch that all the time because I would be like, okay, what's going on with it? With what's coming out and what can I expect for this week? And that was always a nice thing to have. I wish they still did that, but they kind of have that, but it's not in a video format. It's kind of like just a visual format now. But it was nice seeing it because he would go through, what games were coming out on Xbox Arcade and what new releases were coming out this week and
close-ups of upcoming games. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, it wasn't very long, right? It was like a 10-minute video or a 5-minute video. I think it was even less than that. It was like maybe a 2-minute video.
Pretty short.
Yeah, it was a short video. But still
very informative.
Yeah, but it just quickly went through. So you kind of knew when you got on there, like, oh, okay, this is what I can expect to play this week or to experience, or maybe, oh yeah, that game came out this week. Awesome. And the achievement system, I think that was one of the greatest things to come out on consoles and in general, right? I mean, because once the Xbox had it, then the PlayStation had it, and then even Steam has achievements, and I think Epic Games has achievements on theirs, and the only one that doesn't is Nintendo, which I wish Nintendo would add achievements. I think that'd give more replayability to people, because that's one of the great things about achievements, especially if you want to strive for them. If it's a game you like I don't go for every achievement, but if it's a game I really like I'm really into, then I will try to go for every achievement, right? It just depends. If it's a game like, yeah, this is a cool game, but I'm not like super interested in grabbing all the achievements, then I'll just play through it, beat it, and be like, okay, cool. But if it's a game I'm really interested in, I will go back and be like, okay, how do I get this achievement? How do I get that one, right? And it gives more longevity, I feel like, to the games you play, right? Because otherwise, if they didn't have achievements, you just play through them and you're like, all right, cool, and move on, right? And I feel like, with some Nintendo games, it feels in that way, right? I don't have a reason to go back because there's no achievements or anything like that. Like, they don't have to call them achievements. I don't know, whatever Nintendo wants to come up with. But I wish they had something like that, like a high score system or something like that. Just something I like that. And this is one thing too with the gamer score. I wish PlayStation and others would do something very similar. I don't know why Xbox is the only one that does the score, right? Like a high score, because you can get trophies in PlayStation, but there's nothing that says like, there is something that says there's total amount of trophies, but there's nothing that's like displayed in your profile that says like, this is your score for the amount of trophies you have, right? Or something like that, right? There's no currency behind each trophy, which on Xbox there is. It's it's not a currency you can use. I guess currency might be the bad word for it, but
it's
point
a bragging
system or
right.
something. Yeah. So I just like that. I wish more people would do that, but it's cool that Larry was the pioneer of making the achievement system and party chat and things like that. He's done a lot for Microsoft. So yeah, I wish him all the best, for wherever he's going. He's probably going over to Sony. So, he'll do great. No, I'm just joking. He's probably going to, I don't know what he's doing. Who knows? I mean, that guy can do a lot of different things.
If he does, please take over Jim Ryan's job. What a douche knuckle he is.
I mean, who knows what he'll end up doing? I don't know. Cause I mean, he was a software engineer, right? Is that what you said when he started out?
He started out as the editor-in-chief of MSN Music. And then he became the senior project manager on the Xbox team in 2003.
All right.
And then
project manager.
So
project
he's still smarter than I am.
But still, though, they take the initiative, right? They take the initiative, and they make sure all the pieces. They're good at organizing, making sure all the bits and pieces are organized and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and achieving what they're supposed to be achieving. So, he might go on to some sort of software company or another game studio or something like that. I don't know if he's going to continue doing gaming or if he might go into some sort of software, company or something, or maybe something completely different, right? That's out of the, but it sucks to see people that we've grown up with and at one point in time in our life, leave and move on to other things. Larry Hryb not the first one to do this, but someone as iconic as Larry on the Microsoft side of things, it's sad to see them go, but again, we wish them all the best on their future career endeavors, wherever he decides to go from there.
Yeah, Larry Hryb is basically a mascot. I mean, he's the Mario to Microsoft. I mean,
he kind of became that way during the 360, right?
Yep. Yeah, he just, when you saw his face in that little box, it was like, all right, what's Larry going to tell me today? And it's just, it was like my news. I didn't have to hear about the crap of the world. I got to hear about things I want and I like. That's I always enjoyed, his episodes, because he always said something about something that I'm going to enjoy, even if it was, a minute of something I don't care about. There was always a game in there I was going to enjoy. It wasn't always sad news or anything like that. But, he was just such I hate to say it like he's dead or something. He is just a staple of, my Xbox eras. I mean, it's him. I mean, he is Xbox, in my opinion. But, hopefully whatever he's doing is still game related. I mean, maybe he's going to go work for Sega and bring back the Dreamcast 2 or something. Here's hoping. But, he brought stuff to Microsoft that was innovative, that was copied, that people truly like. We don't compete on gamer score, but Nick is destroying us. But the concept of that, however that came into be, whatever his part was of it, I'm so glad he did it. Trophies are fine, but I don't care. I don't think about it when they pop up. It's just the presentation, maybe. I don't know. But the gamer scores, I really enjoy when there's an achievement that you can get in a game that, you're like this close and you can do it. And then you finally bust through it. It just feels great. It was, one of the, best changes to the gaming ecosystem. Is it needed? No, but it does. It adds replayability. It adds some enjoyment. Some people fluffed it in there, like the Ninja Turtle game back on 360. I mean, all you got to do is hit, King Kong. Yeah, hit start. Got all the achievements. I'm good. It's but I love that, and I'm glad, he was able to put his input in to give us that. So, for Larry Hryb, I give you 5,000 achievement score before you leave. You get 5,000 achievements. And it's, I'm sad to see who's getting
Microsoft when it pops up.
Yeah. But I'm sad to see him go, but it also makes me worried who's going to take his position. I mean, are we going to get the Ashton Kutcher to Charlie Sheen, or we're going to get somebody that's worth the crap? That's my concern. Who could really take Major Nelson's place, unless it's the I Dream of Jeannie lady. That'd be cool. Look it up, people. I'm old, so but we're going to miss him. And, his contributions to Xbox have been fantastic. So, Major Nelson, I salute you. Hey, at least it wasn't this.
God. I think one of the reasons why trophies, for me, like I don't collect trophies either. I mean, I do, but I don't like go out of my way for them like I do achievements. And I think it does have to do with that number. That number that shows up on your profile when you log into the Xbox, right? It's up in the upper right, left-hand corner. You can see your username or whatever, but it also has your gamer score. And if Sony had something similar to that, there was some sort of score or something up there, which, I mean, if there is something there, please let me know in the comments, but I don't remember ever seeing it. But I think not seeing that, you can see it when you go to the trophies section, right? You can see how many certain amount of trophies you collected. But it's like, I don't know. For me, it's like I have to go out of my way, I feel like, to look at my trophies, where you still have to go to achievement menu on the Xbox, but I can see based on my score how I'm doing achievement wise, right? And then that I want that score to go up more. So that gives me, for myself, a more incentive to try to unlock more achievements so I can make that number go up, right? Whereas Sony's trophy system, which is not bad, but again, I don't go after them like I do on Xbox, right? Even for games I like. I talked about earlier, games I like, I will play more. But even on Sony, like if it's a game I like, I might play it more, but I'm not seeking trophies at that point. I'm just not. Like whatever I unlock is cool, but I'm not like looking at the trophy list and going, okay, how do I get that? How do I get this? Right. And I think that's one thing they're missing, because I think if they had a score or something like that, I would probably, not focus, but I mean like look at trophies more closer in that sense. Because Steam has the same problem. Steam has,
you have to search.
You can unlock stuff. Right. Well, you can unlock achievements in Steam, but again, it does have a score. But you, if I remember correctly, in order to look at your, like I'm looking at Steam right now. You can't see this, but I am. I'm looking at my Steam, and there's nothing. If I go to the main thing that comes up is the store, and my name's in the upper right hand corner, but there's nothing that says how many achievements I've gotten. Right? They're all based on individual games. I think if you view your profile, you can see. Can you see achievement? I mean, you can see. No, you really can't. I mean, I guess it's just you have to go into the game itself on Steam. So they do have like a leveling system on Steam, but again, that's for like not just achievements, but like the cards and stuff like that on Steam. But again, it's not in your face. Like I think that's one thing Microsoft does well with the achievement system is that it's somewhat in your face. Like, hey, I'm here, right? Whereas on Steam and on PlayStation, it's kind of like, I'm here, but I'm just gonna sit in the back, and it's like not it. It's like, present it to my face, like show me a score or how many or whatever. Just like throw it in front of me so I can be reminded of that. Because sometimes even on PlayStation, I forget that trophies even exist. I'll be playing a game and then like it's like boop boop, and I'm like, oh yeah, that thing. And it's not like I don't dislike them. I'm not hating on it. I don't know. My Xbox, like when theirs comes up, it's like down at the bottom. I mean, you can move it around, but it's big and a big banner, and it's kind of like it's very presentable. And then if you do unlock a rare one, it makes that diamond sound with the diamond spinning and everything like that. So you're like, ooh, it's kind of like the sense of the pretty shiny thing that Patrick likes to make, like ooh, shiny. That type of thing, right? They really try to throw it in your face. Where PlayStation, if you lock a trophy, it pops up in the upper right-hand corner. I know of sometimes I've unlocked trophies and didn't even notice the pop-up in the upper right-hand corner. So it's like, it's just because I was like looking at something else or whatever and just didn't notice it. And it's this very, it does make a sound, but it's like clink, clink, or like boop, boop, or whatever it does. And, and then it pops up there and you're just kind of like, if you notice that it's there. I just wish it was more in your face. But again, with Larry Hryb, I'm glad that, he was, again, with him and probably a team of people, they pioneered that idea, and it spread on to other things, except for Nintendo. But.
Yeah, Nintendo's always late to the party. But yeah, I mean, you're right. The achievements, you have a large numerical value shown and not 3 tiers of different numbers. I got a 4 gold. I have 50 silver and 700 bronze. That just
and then they got platinums too.
Yeah, and the platinums I got 0. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the trophies, but to each their own. But it's certain people bring things to your life. In our life of gaming, it was the achievements. That's something we really, really enjoyed. There was a lot of hoopla at the beginning, like, well, you're going to force them to put it in every game. Yes, and they did it, and developers, for good or bad, they utilized them in certain ways that were just fantastic. Freaking Portal had some great achievements, absolutely great achievements, and they done right. They force you to think outside the box sometimes, force you to pay a little more attention, things like that. I just really enjoy them. But I thank Larry for his contribution. So you got anything else, bud, before we send Larry off to the great beyond?
Nope. Good luck.
All right. Larry, we're going to miss you. Hopefully, you're doing something cool and game related. But thank you for watching all the way through for our We Will Miss Larry Hryb, and look at the achievements. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and give us your feedback. Tell us what you think. Were you a fan of Larry? Were you a fan of Major Nelson? Did you enjoy his episodes of what's coming this week and all of that? Do you like the achievements that he helped bring to fruition? Give us your feedback. And until next time, see ya.